Up, YouTube. I figure this time I'll start the video mentioning excavator stuff with me doing a bunch of excavator stuff. It seems like a lot of this video tapers off after the first 30 seconds when people realize I'm talking about my homestead and not excavators. So we're gonna give that a different shot and see how it works out. So as you can see, we're here. This is the start of day 3, and we're talking probably only 2 5-hour days of me clearing out this lot, and I'm more than halfway through it, so that's awesome. I didn't think I'd get this far at all, honestly, but yeah, I've just kind of, at the end of the day, I consolidated more stuff in this brush pile, the big one in the middle. I'm still planning on blowing this tree up with tannerite. So keep an eye out for that video. Maybe subscribe. It'll probably, I don't know, might be this weekend. Drink a couple bush lattes and just kidding. Or am I? Yeah, man, this place is really opening up, and still I'm only taking out the trees that I could knock over or rip out for now with my Sany35. The next step is going to be coming through with the chainsaw and felling a lot of these trees that are undesirable. I think we're really only going to leave, these are called long leaf pines, or a Georgia pine. We're going to leave a lot of those for now. Eventually there's going to become pasture, I keep saying that, but we are going to use a lot of these pines in the future for construction around our property once I can afford a sawmill. But in the meantime, we could cut them, stack them, store them, get them drying out. There's a couple guys in my local area that have sawmills, so I might contract it out to them. Maybe I don't have to buy a $10,000 sawmill if I'm not going to use it all the time. I could just haul some logs and get them cut. But this Georgia pine, the longleaf pine, is great for timber frame construction, and that's something that me and Leanne really want to do. We have a couple projects that we want to build out of timber frame, being one of the main project is our new home. But that's a few years away, because we got to let these dry and we're not paying for kiln drying. So anyways, yeah, the Georgia pines are going to come out. Tulip poplar is also a good tree. That's that. Those are good for timber frame as well. It's a softwood. It grows really tall and straight, as you can see, just like the longleaf pine. But anyways, so those are going to come out of here as well. This is going to get way thinned out. So I think this video, I just want to talk really quick about why I think an excavator is the perfect tool for the homesteader. It's probably a better tool than a tractor, honestly, unless you plan on, if you have a 0-turn mower or even a riding lawnmower, if you have a riding lawnmower and an excavator, you're better off, I think, than having a tractor with a loader bucket on it. A lot of you might disagree, but if you moved out to some property like me and my wife did, here's a road right here. This is the first real land clearing job I did with the excavator. As you can see, there's a lane here, and it goes all the way down a mile on our west side of our property. There's just a straight shot that I cleared out with the excavator. We use it to run water lines, so trenching. You can't trench with a tractor. You could get a backhoe attachment. I guess that might be okay, but backhoe attachments are cheesy. They're not as fast as an excavator. I'd rather have an excavator on the property than a tractor, because if a tree falls, I can grab it, pick it up, chop it down, make firewood. My firewood pile's out of control, and you have a thumb on your excavator. You just grab the material, set it aside, you could stack it. Like I said, I've ran 400 feet of water line out here, putting new irrigation in spots that we need it for animals, for infrastructure. I got a trenching project coming up for electrical, where I'm gonna run new power to our barn. Yeah, clearly you could see I am using this machine to make new pasture, and we're not talking traditional pasture like monocrop agriculture. I'm talking silvopasture. There's gonna be trees scattered through it. We want shade for our animals. We'll put a type of grass down that does okay in the shade. So this will all be seeded. I might need a tractor for that. But anyways, I think that this is the perfect tool for homesteaders to buy, preferably a Sany. Hey, I'm wearing the hat. This video isn't sponsored by them yet, but this machine is $20,000 cheaper than a Cat or a John Deere. When I was looking to get an excavator, there was a 4-month wait for John Deere because they were all coming from China. This is made in Georgia. Same with the Yanmar diesel, I believe that's in it. Made in Georgia. Yeah, they're all Chinese parts. Every mini excavator is Chinese parts. Welcome to the global economy. It sucks. I would buy American if I could. I don't even know what that would be. I mean, I would have to buy a 30-ton Caterpillar excavator for it to be made in America, really. So I don't have the room for that or the money. But this thing was $49,000 out the door with the thumb. Yeah, that's a lot of money to a lot of people. I get it. I came out here wanting to get out of debt. This actually enabled me to change my whole lifestyle. After I got it and I was doing work, I started advertising. I had neighbors around here that needed land cleared. Hey, one job, I charge $900 a day. So that's $75 an hour plus $300 a day for the machine. If it's just me and I'm out there with the chainsaw, I charge $75 an hour. That might seem high to some people, but whatever, people pay it. And that's what my time is worth to me. Anyways, I mean, there hasn't been too many payments that I had to make out of pocket with this machine. This machine makes my payments. It enabled me to get into construction. I just got my septic installer's permit. I haven't done any septic jobs yet. I'm advertising for it, but who knows? So anyways, I mean, I got my septic installer's permit. This is the perfect tool for doing septic systems for people. I mean, that's a 3-day job and you'll make $4,000 in labor probably. Land clearing, like I said, and every time I do a land clearing job, that just builds my wood pile. So once again, it's great for homesteaders. You can get a lot of firewood with it. I mean, a shit ton of firewood. Like I said, I mean, opening up my property, it creates roads out here that were never here. If you buy enough land and it was neglected by the previous owners, you're gonna need something like this. We contacted loggers for this area, and everybody I talked to, the loggers were gonna destroy our property. This machine's light enough to where it doesn't really, I mean, you know, I got compaction in my soil, but not like a bulldozer would do. Especially a bulldozer having to drive through my pasture off on my asphalt driveway to get here. They would do a lot of damage. And for this wood lot here, we have tons of old growth oak and maple, and we don't want that logged. That's the only thing the loggers really want. So they told me this wasn't even worth their time. They were gonna charge us to come out here and do this. The amount of money they wanted, it's a few months payments on this. So I'd rather just find the work once a month. I mean, we're talking one day. Hey, one day of side work, I made the payment on the excavator. So I think it's a pretty damn good tool for homesteaders if you guys are looking for a piece of equipment. And they also make a SY26, I think, which is smaller than this. I just got the 35. The only reason I really went with the 35 is because it has an enclosed cab with air conditioning. And I love it. That made a hell of a difference, especially when you're doing land clearing. I'm surprised I haven't broken any windows yet, but I have definitely had trees fall on the cab, and because the glass, maybe it's strong glass, plexiglass, I don't know. But because that's there, not big trees, but I mean, I didn't get smashed or poked in the eye or ticks or anything dropped on me. Yeah, I think that this thing is pretty slick for the modern homesteader. It's kind of like a draft horse, except it takes diesel fuel. Make sure you get the auxiliary thumb. That is the handiest tool as well. If you're looking for a piece of equipment, or if you're considering a piece of heavy equipment, if you're considering an excavator, look into a Sany. It's got a 5-year, 5,000-hour warranty. No other manufacturer can touch that. Yeah, it's a new brand, but I think Sany's like the 4th biggest equipment manufacturer in the world. So it's not like they're new to manufacturing equipment. A lot of people call this a Chinese machine. Like I said, Some guys will say, mine's not Chinese, it's Japanese. And yeah, well, it's still made with Chinese components. It's just a Japanese corporation. There's a lot of other machines, and this thing wasn't, just because it's Chinese doesn't mean it came in a Connex container on a ship and I bought it on Alibaba. You know, one of those gimmicks that you see on YouTube, like, oh, my $5,000 excavator. No, this thing's real deal, Holyfield. It's pretty simple. A lot of people complain saying that the interior isn't fancy. I honestly don't know much about excavators. This is the first excavator I ever sat. No, I sat in a John Deere and I couldn't tell the difference between this. I mean, what are you looking for? Leather interior? I hear people tell me that, not me, I'm on the excavator forums on Facebook, and that gives me a lot of good ideas on ways to bid work, how much I should be charging. It gives me a good idea on estimating work. It really helped out, but some people love them, some people hate them. The worst thing I ever heard is the cup holder. Yeah, the cup holder sucks balls. I don't know why they put that there. It doesn't make sense to me, but whatever. I just put a water bottle right here. I heard the stereo sucks. I can't attest to that. It's a stereo in an excavator. I don't know. What do you need, a subwoofer? It's got Bluetooth. Bluetooth is all I need. What else? I got this digital thing, and I only got 100 hours on this, so obviously I'm not making a living with it. I've had it for 9 months now, maybe coming up on a year. So I'll do a video soon of my 100-hour service. I got to source a filter. Sany gave me the first filter, that was Sany brand, but it's a Yanmar diesel, so I'm sure it's a universal filter. What else? What else? What else? I mean, I don't know if this thing's cheesy. Somebody said they have plastic pedals. These are definitely not plastic. They're cast aluminum. I haven't broke them, so I don't know. I have broke a mirror though. Land clearing is it's a dangerous job. You'll mess your machine up, that's for sure. All right, I'm gonna wrap this video up, but I think it is a great product for homesteaders. Radio's fine, it's perfect. We hold on. Hello? Oh, hold on. Hello?
Kyle, good morning.
Hey, what's up, man?
You know who this is?
Yeah, it's Tim.
Hey, so there's a guy.
Yeah?
There's a tree at Randy's that, it's a Cleveland pears, 3.5 inch, gonna weigh about 1,200 pounds. The job's in Somerset. Bob says you guys probably could put it in your trailer.
1,200 pound tree, yeah, I could just put a sling around it and use my excavator to pick it up and set it in a hole.
Yeah, well, he lives in Somerset though.
That's fine.
And I know this is what happened was Spectrum came and did a bunch of damage on his property.
Yeah.
And right now I have to get an estimate of the tree, which I got, what it's going to cost, and how much it would cost you to put it in. I know this is flying blind a little bit.
$900.
So I would overprice it.
$900 is how much it would cost.
$900 to take it to him, put it in.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I'm not charging for delivery, but $900 is my rate for the day with the excavator. $75 an hour plus $300 for the machine.
Okay, you do what you gotta do.
All right, man.
Let me know.
Thanks, Tim. I appreciate it.
Bye.
Later. You guys hear that? When you got an excavator, your phone rings for work. People that need things. This guy's got a 1,200 pound tree. The power company cut down his tree. Now he wants it replaced. So they have a 1,200 pound tree that they're gonna buy. And a man with an excavator and a sling and a rigging eye, you could move things like that. So time to figure that out. There'll probably be a video of that coming up soon. But I'm gonna wrap this up. I think this is a great tool for homesteaders. It's a lot of money, but what isn't these days, right? I mean, 55 grand, that's the cost of a new F-150. Just drive an old truck and have a new piece of equipment that makes you money, that improves your home, that you can install utilities with, that you can make side money with. You can't make side money with an F-150. What, you can drive Uber? Get real. So anyways, I'm out of here. Take it easy. Have a nice day. Bye. Anyways, sell the stuff you're not using, pay off your debts, and go buy some property. All right, have fun.